Yes.
This came just now?
Uh-huh.
And this is to you.
Oh, for me. Here. Souvenir.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Dear Miss Pym, this is a working process. I'm calling it Physical Vision. It's a collection of stuff from my written and audio journals from the past 2 years. I hope you like the flowers. Love, Lynn. Lynn Book. Please join me in welcoming Lynn Book.
This is 2278963. You have reached my singing answering machine. If you will leave your name and number after the tone, I will call you back as soon as I am home again. One comes among this place setting with images of flowers everywhere. Lisianthus, anemones, hyacinth, and narcissus. Dried ones, heads bent over and still. On the rug, on a wall, in a photograph. There's an adjoining room with other pictures and little places. One turned upside down, its earth vaulting the sky below. On the floor, a hammer rests. It wants to strike a blow to the glass dome in the painting underneath which flowers have been quietly arranged. Sitting in a particular chair, my left eye radiates. I receive the long sun that glances off the mirror, refracting the jewel in my ear and casting pulses onto the page, which somehow correspond to my heart. I know. I bring it up. Over and over and over again. The uncomfortable topic. Well, just after I bring it up, it falls right through. I catch it myself. So I reach in again and come up bearing stones. Heraclitus crosses Demosthenes. There is one solid flat one. It's a skimmer. I lay down parallel to the earth, to the water. Now with one hand free, the other is measuring the distance between my eye and the sky, my knee and the tree, bosom to moss. I'm actually recalling an exact place. It's a geographical location, a remembrance of a gesture that I didn't make. Okay, the rock is poised, elbows up, wrist twisted. The forearm sweeps back and forth and back, echoing the voice of 1,000 anyways. Okay, good. The rock is poised, elbows up, wrist twisted. The forearm sweeps forth and back, echoing the force of 1,000 voices. Okay, let's try it. The arm sweeps forward. Forearm sweeping forward and then backward and then forward and then backward and then there is no then. The motion of the arm melts in its notion and spoken. This song, I'm aching it. My voice, my making this. My song, this aching it. My voice, I'm aching this. This song, I'm making it. My voice, I'm aching this. This song, I'm making it. Take parallel information, and in the late night one might see a possible flare or an illness in dim light. We all seem comfortable enough watching each other in this joint. He holds a towel next to his ear as he speaks into the telephone. He holds his hand up to his mouth, covering it. He watches the hummingbird. She sits too close to the stranger. Sidelong, she brings a glass to her lips. The hummingbird died. We all seem uncomfortable. Enough watching each other at this point. He now holds his own hand next to his own cheek, not quite close enough. If he were writing. She appears to be humming, but we can't hear her, and her lips don't move. In this hole in the wall, there are burnt holes in the voice, in the pattern, in the dressing, in the bandage. Sitting pretty. Under the silence, under the gun. Use the silencer so the voice won't be heard. The hole and smolders and it does burn after the rapid fire. Later, looking dead, center seeing the bullseye, she finally hears the pattern. The battering ram. She lifts her head to raise her voice, but looking up sees her image larger than her life, and very carefully takes aim.
Push it out, baby. Oh, pull it out, baby. Oh, pull it out, baby. Pull it out, baby. Put it in, baby. Oh, put it in, baby. Oh, put it in, baby. Put it in, baby. Put it in, baby. Put it in, baby. Oh, put it in, baby. Oh, is it this thing? I can put it in. Wait just a second, I gotta go get my diaper. Put it in, baby. This is all wrong. This always makes me thirsty. My subterfuge, like my head. My subterfuge, underwater for years. My subterfuge, for years if. My subterfuge, if I play a certain music, My subterfuge, I may be able to speak. My subterfuge, to sing truth. After all, my subterfuge, I could kiss you and fuck you. My subterfuge, as if I don't know. My subterfuge, no agony. My subterfuge, mistaken as if I knew. My subterfuge, power, identity. My subterfuge, my subterfuge, subtle outline dropping, forgotten. My subterfuge, after all. My subterfuge, no one life, many splintering. My subterfuge, his too sharp and nameless. My subterfuge, naming me only. My subterfuge, momentarily his anonymity. My subterfuge, hidden enough names are known. My subterfuge, my features recognizable possibly. My subterfuge, his desire unknowing reads. My subterfuge, we speak together, deaf. My subterfuge, switching vaguely, inscrutably. My subterfuge, his desire spotted with sightings. My subterfuge, my arrogance buoyant, drowning. My subterfuge, my desire rogue, now nameless. My subterfuge, sound detonation. My subterfuge, deep seeing. My subterfuge, never having been on the short end. My subterfuge, or shallow, seeing the diving. My subterfuge, is looking, my sinking. My subterfuge, my seeking, his look taking. My subterfuge, her waiting, she only knowing. My subterfuge, fugue washing, waiting. My subterfuge, the malady of death. You wouldn't have known her. You'd have seen her everywhere at once. In a hotel, in the street, in a train, in a bar, in a book, in a film, in yourself, your inmost self. When your sex grew erect in the night, seeking somewhere to put itself, to shed its load of tears. It's unspeakable. And because it's unspeakable, turn it into something else.
Behaving belies being, beckons being looked at, gazed upon. Oh, glamorous gazelle, resplendent foxes entwined, gifted with gold and baubles. Slender heads bob sleekly, hands flee, flutter a bit, then back again, extended, glowing. They are overflowing. Budding designs destined for monumental erections. Flowering forth, the fingers are fair, flicking buttons and clasping. The gaze collapses to a single point. The gap is now governed, expanding rapidly, corpuscles bursting, dying, seeing red, remarkable. The moment weaves a ravaged edge. The eye does not excuse itself. It buries itself between sides, stitched together, unforgiving fabric. Instead tears holes in whole cloth. The cabbage bears, bringing you news about gaps. Yes. Weighing post, script, and waiting for the response. Waning, end waxing in erupted repose before the pale and one already pose. Position. The challenge still stands, still, even at odds for against. Upholds as it lays out the blue mess, mapping mountains, motioning to the big mass, carried softly and whispering as legs rub on edges and ears turn red. To tears turn then, all heads heavy with water, all eyes rubbed dry with salt. Towards looking out, towards burning positions and riches. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. And thank you all for coming tonight.